want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash, the blinders, the apostles and the elders of Greatmillstone. Shalom to all our brothers and here push his truth in our sincerity and in our honesty. We are basically from the James Jamaica camp and today we want on my video and I'm World War 3. You see, because right now we're in time at the Third World War. You see me, and I go back to a Bible prophecy. People say they are the least of the flock, I draw them out. You see me, I will see how everything I put into place to basically bring forth this Third World War. So pretty soon the society will come to an end, the society now far ago. You see, because we see the moves I make. You see, and it's a major prophecy where we basically look to come to pass. You see, the least of the flock, draw them out. Who's the least of the flock? The so-called Jews them, the Israeli them. You see, me going to draw America out in this Third World War. That full-fledged war. You see, you can get an article, brother.
This is an article from the National Interest in News. It's published April 28, 2019. And it says, Russia versus Israel, how a war in the Middle East could happen.
See, and the Middle East scripture say, it's Third World War start. See, give me Joel, brother, Joel 3 and 1.
So this is Joel 3 verse 1.
1?
Say, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's how the scripture says, Lord, say, I will gather all nations and bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat, in the Middle East. You see me around the Persian Gulf. The Lord will gather all them armies there, see me through the four corners of the earth and bring them down there. You see, go on?
And will plead with them there for my people.
I will plead with them there for the Lord's people, which are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian today. True biblical Israelite. Go on?
And for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered amongst the nation and parted my land.
And exactly as we are saying. You see, because so-called white man scatter us, you see me, through the four corners of the earth. You see, yeah, go back to all the curse, earth, Deuteronomy 28 and 64. You see me, so Lord, I will judge all the nation for what they do to us.
Back to the top of the article again, it says, Russia versus Israel, how a war in the Middle East could happen. It says, as the IDF official said, we have proven over more than 70 years as a sovereign state that you don't push us around. See? And some serious start that, man. Could Israeli airstrikes in Syria trigger war between Israel and Russia? See? It says, Israel remains determined to continue pounding Iranian forces in Syria in a bid to keep Tehran's force away from Israeli northern border. See? At the same time, Russia has thousands of troops in Syria that could be caught in the crossfire or even become belligerents if Moscow tires of its Syria ally being pummeled, and if Israel and Russia come to blows, would Israel's big brother, the United States, feel compelled to intervene?
God, I never go intervene because I go back to Bible prophecy. You see, but when I say before this Third World War kick off, I say it over and over again. You see me? The horrified the mark of the beast have basically become monetary. You see, because the two main prophecy we basically look to come to pass right now. You see me? So we can get the hell out of this wicked society.
This is Jeremiah 49 verse 20. Say, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom.
Edom, which are the so-called white people today. See me? They were the Edomites, the true biblical Edomites. See me? Red Edomites, Hebrew Edomites, so-called white people. Go on.
And his purpose that he has proposed against the inhabitants of Teman.
The so-called Germans. Go on.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
So this is what the scripture said. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. You see me? And who is the least of them flock? The so-called Jews and the Israeli them. You see me? And we have to argue, brother. You see me? Them big bird are going to step in. You see me? Everything gets serious.
It's America.
Which is America. You see, because America them ally. You see me? And call the Bible prophecy. You see me? The so-called Jews them are going to draw America out in this Third World War. You see? Go on, brother.
Surely he shall make the habitation desolate with
Surely they shall make what? The habitation desolate with them. You see, because America become 100% desert. You see me? And all and I get purged. You see, because all of them basically get purged before we go back in there, because right now it polluted. You see, one of the biggest parade that keeping on our land right now.
Gone.
You see me? So a lot of purge our land before we go back in there and go live. You see it, right?
Says, not that Jerusalem or Moscow are eager for such a fight, see? But I don't really what them want still.
Can when the Lord want.
What the Lord say, yeah?
Can? Give that brother.
This is Proverbs 21 verse 1.
One?
The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord.
So that's what the scripture said, the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. You see me? So all the leaders them we say crossroad. You see me? The Lord is the one that steer them to basically bring forth this third world war. You see me? So the mind of the so-called Russians them, which are also Edomites. You see me? And the so-called Jews them. You see me? And even so-called Americans them. People say what? In a vision, you see when these Philippine men, the Lord instilled your instruction. They get a program in the night when you are asleep on your bed. The scripture tell you that. You see me? So this is what the scripture said. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. King's mind, because the word heart, go back to the Hebrew word love. Read it again, brother.
So the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord.
Go on.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Because the Lord is the one know, you see me, I build up this tension now between you see me, his so-called Jews them, which are basically the Amalekites, them two biblical name. You see me? And the Iranians them in Syria. Because ultimately they have to fulfill what? Bible prophecy. The time period right now. You see me, the end of the so-called white man kingdom.
Gone.
You see, believe it or not. See, but say, what if some did not believe? You see, it's a major prophecy we look to come to, we basically look to come to pass. You see me, it's only horrify the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. You see, go on, brother. Finish.
It says not that Jerusalem or Moscow are eager for such a fight. Neither of us desire military confrontation. A senior Israeli Defense Force official told me during a recent interview in Jerusalem it would be detrimental to both sides. See? And we know a lot of people are going to die, man. See? This war to come, man. See? See? Yet Israel policy boils down to this. It will do whatever it sees as necessary to eject Iranian force from Syria, and if Russia doesn't like it, then that's just the price of ensuring that Syria doesn't become another Iranian rocket base on Israel's border. See? So basically, he might make it known, say, boy, hey, we're going to do whatever it is to get. If we have to fire some rocket, drop some boom, see? To get Iran out of Syria, see? Because we know say Iran are the biggest problem in the Middle East, yo, right now. See? So whatever them say, them not care what Russia want to do, man. So they're willing to pay the price if Russia want to come at them. See?
Ezekiel 38 verse 1.
1.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magogs, of Meshach and Tubal.
See, because the Russians and dwell at the land of Magog right now. You see me? So the modern day Gogs are the Russians. You see me? So that's how the scripture says, set thy face against Gog. You see me? The land of Magog. Go on, brother.
And prophesy against him.
And prophesy against him. And we are prophesying against the Russians.
God.
You see, because Russians are also Edomites. You see me? And they are going to slavery also.
And say, thus say the Lord God,
Go on.
I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
So that's what the scripture says, Lord, say, I will turn the Russians back and put hooks in their jaw. Say, Lord, turn the Russians back to them all way to come against America. Lead out all the nation them. You see me, if you come against America. You see me, ultimately if you fulfill Bible prophecy, the Lord saying what? Declare what? The end from the beginning. You see me? So all these things you see take place if you fulfill Bible prophecy. You see me, so? Go on.
And I will bring thee forth and all thine armies, horses and horsemen.
So last time I bring thee forth all thine armies and horsemen, go on.
All of them clothed with all sort of armor,
Go on.
even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling swords.
Go on.
Persia, Ethiopia.
Persia, that are Iran. You see me, Ethiopia, go on.
And Libya.
And Libya, you see, go on.
With them, and all of them with shields and helmets.
Go on.
Gomer, and his bands, and the house of Togomar of the North Quarter, and all his bands, and many people with thee.
And many people with thee. You see, because all them nations have come together with the Russians to destroy America. You see, because America is the problem on the earth right now. You see me? Feed them way. You see me? Or you get destroyed. So all them nations fed up and tired of America, so they are joining Russia to basically destroy America. You see, go on?
So be thou prepare and prepare for thyself.
Be thou prepare and prepare for thyself. I will see how this third one is how I prepare right now. You see me? Go on?
So thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
And be thou a guard unto them. So Russia will basically be a guard unto all them small nations. You see me? Persia, Ethiopia, Libya. You see me? Hey, and this is Syria. Even Venezuela. See Russia in Venezuela right now. You see me? So Russia basically be a guard to all the small nations against America. You see it? Because at one point in time, you know, America can do anything you feel like do with any one of them small country. You see, but now we have Russia stand bold. You see me against America along with China. So the nation used to say, oh, Russia and China can back them, so they run to Russia and China basically defend them from America. You see me? So Russia will be a guard unto them. You see it, go on?
It says relations between Jerusalem and Moscow are far warmer than during the Cold War. See? So you know, so boy, things are really too nice with them now, man. See? He said the result is a strange embrace, reminiscent of the U.S.-Soviet detent of the 1970s. On the surface, a certain friendliness and desire for cooperation, yet beneath the smile is warmness, suspicion, and a clash of fundamental interests. So so no matter how you see them, maybe I go on like some boy, you see Putin and Netanyahu have meeting and them things like so some friendly, man. But guess what? Deep behind it, man, they said behind all that smile, you know, say a certain warmness, man. So you know, say, hey, the talk of war.
What's keep your man? Can I always keep your seat or the so-called white man? You see me? You get that together, brother. Yeah. Psalm 55 and Psalm 20. See, that's how they do them thing. You keep tell about the characteristic of the so-called white man.
When we go crouching, man, you'll be weird of him, man. Hey, we talk about Satan against Satan here, man. See?
Alright, so this is Psalm 55,
verse 20.
Start of verse 20. So he had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him.
Talking about the so-called white man, which is basically Esau, Edom, gone.
He had broken his covenant.
He had broken his covenant, broken his agreement.
You
see, because you can't make an agreement with the so-called white man because I'm broken. He's not a man you can trust.
We can see that from the whole INF deal with America and Russia and the rest of them countries. There's Trump being withdrawing from all kind of different international agreement regarding peace. See? Peace between nations, man. So the white man is not a covenant keeper, man. See?
So the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Is that what the scripture said? The word of their mouth smoother than butter. You see, in this article, say, you know, in the article, they say, they must smile, they must smile at each other. You see? So this is how the scripture speak about them. The word of their mouth is smoother than butter. They come in a little soft voice. You see? What?
But war was in his heart.
God.
You see me? So they use a little soft voice to trick you.
Destroy him.
You see me? They mouth say one thing, you see me, and they mind say a different thing. You see me? So they plan to destroy you. Secretly, go on.
His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn sword.
The word was softer than oil, yet well, they were drawn sword. So that's how the so-called white man roll. You see me? Using soft voice to trick you. You see me? We really and truly want to destroy you. You see, because they're supposed to what? Take good heed of him and be aware of him always. You have to be aware of this so-called white man because so them do them thing. You see, deceive you with them soft voice, right?
The Russians are not our allies. To put it mildly, we have one ally, and that is the United States. See? So Israel make it, they said the Israeli official make it official and make them know, say, they only have one ally, man, and that's America, man. See? So Israel and it basically shows that Israel and America against the rest of the world.
And I go back to our Bible prophecy as I said earlier, and the least of the flock You see me? Jeremiah 49 and 20. The least of the flock shall draw them out, shall draw America out. So the so-called Jews them, I go draw America out in this third world war. Right?
Yes. And that is the United States. The Russians are here for a totally different objective.
Right.
They are supporting a regime, Syria, that has an outspoken goal of annihilating Israel if it only could. See? They are also part of a coalition that supports Iran. See? So you know, so basically Israel, Syria and Iran are hard rival, man. And guess what? Iran are the biggest enemy in the Middle East, man. See? And that's what them fear the most. See? They would like to touch Iran, but them cannot because Russia, guess what? Them cannot run in so because they know that Russia is there as a backative, man. As according to Ezekiel 38. See? Russia guard unto these nations, man.
So this is Ezekiel 38, start verse 18. So it shall come to pass that the same time when Gog shall come against the land of Israel.
So come against what? The land of Israel. You see me? So this is also a Bible prophecy. Scripture says it shall come to pass. You see me? At that time when Gog, you see me talking about the Russians and because them are the modern day Gogs, shall come against what? The land of Israel. You see, go on.
See the Lord God of hosts.
Say Lord Yahweh Bashmir of hosts, the Lord of armies, go on.
That my fury shall come up in my face,
Go on.
for in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath, and I have spoken.
What?
Surely in that day shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
So the land of Israel get nuke also. So the great shaking at the top with the ICBM missile, you see me worry them we are going to drop on the last of the land of Israel. Because as I said earlier, the land of Israel basically get purged before we go back in there go live. You see me? So that's why Scripture says, surely there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. You see me? So Russia basically nuke also the land of Israel. You see, because a part of Bible prophecy. You see me? And everything was predestined, as we are saying. Lord said, declare what? The end from the beginning. You see me? And things of ancient time that will come to pass it.
Isaiah 34 verse 2.
One.
So for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
So what the scripture says, for the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmir is upon all nations. Lord, righteous anger is upon all nations. You see, go on.
And his fury upon all their armies.
Go on.
He hath utterly destroyed them.
He had totally destroyed them because all them nations that were going to get to the Middle East, you see them are going to destroy them one end up at the open field.
So he hath delivered them to the slaughter.
Lord, deliver them to the slaughter. Go on.
So their slain also shall be cast out.
So when the scripture says, the slain also shall be cast out. See, because a lot of them soldiers are going to die upon the open field. You see me? It's in the Middle East. You see me? And also, over here, so in the Western world, because this third world war, you see me? That will be the war for end all war. You see me? Over this side of the world, I going to feel the full effect of this third world war. So you have a lot of soldiers are put to death. You see me? In bushes, in the streets. See, because you have different soldiers that invade countries. You see, but in the Middle East, I would basically all the nations are together. You see, if you destroy them one another. You see me? That around the Persian Gulf, go on.
Their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, go on.
And the mountain shall melt with their blood.
Go on.
And the host, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved.
Go on.
And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
The mushroom club basically come up when the war them hit the land of America. You see me? And also the land of Israel because all of them basically Persia, as we have said. You see me? So that mushroom club the scripture speak about, go on.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a fallen fig from a fig tree.
What?
So my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
So that's what the scripture says, Lord said, my sword shall be bathed in heaven. You see me, the ICBM missiles them. You see it? One time give me Isaiah, brother. Isaiah 13. I'm going to go back to that. 13 and 5.
Isaiah 13 and 5.
One.
So they come from a far country.
What come from a far country? The ICBM missile come from a far country, from Russia, China, even Europe, because scripture say what? The beast shall eat the world. And the beast are what? NATO. You see me? So if the European nations they come against America. You see me? So if NATO them are fire ICBM missile and Russia and America. You see? All the nations across the world, shalom, go on.
So they come from a far country.
Go on.
From the ends of heaven.
From the end of heaven, go on.
Even the Lord and the weapon of his indignation.
Even the Lord and the weapon of his indignation. See, so the ICBM missiles, you see, the weapon of the Lord indignation. You see, go on. Lord armies. You see, go on.
To destroy the whole land.
To destroy the whole land of America. You see, go back there, brother.
The Lord said him create the smith.
Go on, that blow the coal in the fire.
Coal in fire, man. And him also destroy him, so.
Isaiah 34 verse 5.
One.
Say, for my soul shall be bathed in heaven.
The Lord said, for my soul shall be bathed in heaven. One.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
It shall come down upon Idumea. Because, you see me? And Idumea, the Greek word of saying, no, Edom.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Upon the people of the Lord's curse to judgment. So it's like the so-called white man judgment. The ICBM missile is like a judge the so-called white man for all the wickedness that they basically been doing over the years. So with that, I say all praises to how Shem Yahushai, Shem Kodash, the blood and the apostles and the elders of Greatmillstone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there push his truth. Continue to push his truth because pretty soon you're going to lead the wicked society. Shalom.
Shalom.